Going on, guys? We got some tales for y'all. I'm Heber.
Jhordy.
It's your boy Lil Scopic, aka OGK. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Fuck it.
He's little
AKA
Scrabble.
OGKO, aka Miguel.
That's crazy. So today we're gonna talk about social pressures because we talked a bit about it earlier, and we think it's really important. We got a lot to say about it. Chris brought up the idea to talk about this, and then Miguel wanted to talk about astrology because that's what he's been into the past few weeks, and I want to talk about Ice Spice because or I want to talk about like kind of like why I think there's like some innovative moves happening, and and also want to talk a bit more about the conversation about the music scene. But we're gonna go ahead and start with social pressures.
All right, so thanks for the segue, Heber. I really wanted to start off with the cons with this because we can get. I'm gonna bring up the homie Don Miguel Ruiz. You know what I mean? And
I didn't know
he
you were gonna
talks
bring
about
that.
how we can be domesticated by other people
Okay.
and live our
Oh, right,
lives in
right.
this
The classic.
domesticated way and never really try to be ourselves because we're just under the influence of other people without them even being there.
The
And
social
I
pressure.
feel has yeah, social pressures, man, and especially also with the integration of social media as well. And it's just so broad, but I wanted to focus on my aspect of it because I can go
Right,
on and
it
on
is pretty
about
broad.
social
So
pressures.
yeah, it's very yeah.
So
Everybody deals with
for
it. So
so for me currently, it's like the coming of age of, well, I'm 21 now, and I see the way I want to go is like mainly.
does this mean 21? Like
Oh no, I'm just
no,
playing
because
with
Miguel was
you.
like,
I said, like,
oh,
woo, he's
oh
21
no,
now.
I had blurry vision.
Uh,
I didn't. I thought you put out the middle. I was like, this means 21. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. What's it called? Does it?
It doesn't.
Anyways, and does it just kidding.
No.
I was gonna think about it. What's it called? Um, domesticated. Okay, being domesticated, and I wanted to really go off on the. Okay, I'm 21 now, and I see how, especially with the YouTube videos now coming up on my feed, things you should do for 21, like
Really?
things you need to do in your 20s.
I
If you
only
guys even
watched those when I
please,
was like a young teenager. I haven't. I
yeah,
should get
yeah.
back into them, huh?
No, no, don't. Because I remember I watched them when I was like 18, 19, 20. But now it's like I see them and doesn't even come up on my feed anymore, thank God. But I just remember being so influenced by other people's words
Okay.
because
Right.
I
Right.
just didn't really know myself.
Right, I was thinking about
So
this the other day at work. Like even from like childhood, social pressures from obviously teachers. Because teachers were like they were teaching me the way that society works, right? And I've been
mhm.
thinking about this the past few days actually too, just like being taught how society is, and that's where because that's where social pressures come from, I just I think back to, well, if I gain that from this person, and I'm like, okay, that person is under social pressures too. So then the
Mhm.
only way to really like break the chain, like, you have to break the chain essentially, and that's what we're
I'm
getting
finna
at. That's
comment
what
that
we're
under
that's what
one of
we're
their videos.
that's what we're getting to. I feel here,
Yeah,
that's the whole aim.
because and I want to talk about a little bit. Dale Carnegie, he talks really an emphasis on people who really want to just feel appreciated, and people can have a ton of social pressure on them just to feel accepted by other people. And it's like we do things we don't really want to, and it can deeply affect us. And I see once you fully, I'm going too quick in the segue, but once we can like fully accept ourselves, you kind of just dissolve in all the wants of everyone that wants from you and all the wants you want from them because it just becomes non-existent because it's a whole different thing, but like it just becomes what it is. But social pressures really affected my life, and I feel I'm much more easy on it because I'm understanding on what I want in my life or what I just want to do now.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for fucking
Yeah,
months,
it's like
but
being
the
very
thing
like
is
real with yourself and like understanding yourself, like almost like yeah, it takes a while for some people to find themselves.
yeah,
Honest to God, man, finding yourself is like it's a task. Like
yeah. I
Life
didn't know
form.
like
it's a quest of life.
it's
Everybody's life.
cool, yeah.
Yeah,
And like yeah, it's just something
it's
that
like a
never
main
ends.
quest, dude.
Yeah, it's the main quest type
Well, it's
shit.
a
Yeah,
main quest. I feel because
Facts.
there's just like like there's a bunch of missions. But yeah, that's cool
it never ends.
because
It never
But
till
does.
um, for me, it's been like the school was a big piece of it because I saw how much I people please it really goes back to like feeling like wanted and accepted in like crowds and shit or like
but also sometimes whenever you don't understand like something, you just you take what everybody else understanding of there is,
mhm.
because it's
Yeah,
like well I don't know the situation, but typically this is how people deal with it. You know.
yeah, and it's I feel like we're not really pushed to think for ourselves and because thinking for ourselves can lead to not being accepted by the crowd and it's like almost like tribal and shit,
Yeah, yeah, because
like
some people have like ideas they hold sacred.
yeah,
And if
like
you can't even get close to those ideas in terms of like thinking any abstractions.
yeah. I wonder what it will be for like because I've always wanted that but like the sense of community of being accepted, but the push for innovation in the group of like constant innovation. I mean, oh okay. There was this. This is completely fucking different, but I don't know what podcast it was. But they were talking about the Burning Man,
Whoa. What's that?
and
Like the event.
the Burning, yeah, yeah, like when people do drugs, it's basically. Oh, it was
It's more than
Andrew.
that. Don't chuck it up to that. They hate it.
What is
I'm
it? The
sorry.
Burning
I'm
Man?
sorry.
It's a big like
It's
spiritual esque event.
yeah, yeah.
But it's gotten
People basically,
popularized lately. But yeah.
yeah, it's like Andrew something, that popular comedian, and
Yeah,
Yamanik
bunch
Park.
of celebrities started going basically, but
Yeah,
it's essentially like a safe space in a lot of different
yeah.
ways. Yeah, and there's a lot of cool
So
things to do. It's nice. It's cool. I like the idea.
so basically, it's communism. Like
Oh,
it's it's like full acceptance of each other, like intrusiveness, like how
oh,
like you
oh,
have
Burning Man.
to
Okay,
embrace.
I can see that.
You have to embrace each other a
Oh, yeah,
hundred
right.
percent.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
people always give stories about how there's so much help. They get so
yeah,
much help at that place. People are so kind. They give so much. Everybody's giving. There's so much to. Yeah,
yeah. So
it's something.
radical. It's radical expression in radical give like
Yeah, it's interesting.
acceptance of one another. It's interesting, but it's no stability. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
That's why it's only it's
yeah,
just an event. It's a weekend. I don't know.
it's a weekend. Yeah, like oh, it's cool. Yeah, but
Let's experience. I don't know.
yeah. So it's like this idea in my head sounds cool, but it kind
Let's
of
do
doesn't work.
drugs.
Oh, I mean, but I mean
No,
that's just how it is. Like I mean,
but but I see now that that's a wanting to be wanted by other people, like acceptance
right.
of other people.
Mhm.
And I feel if one can accept themselves, that's like the biggest thing about accepting yourself because I feel you won't give into vices that people give to you just because it's there. Um, and just to because I remember this thing we went to, bro, on New Year's, and I was
Oh,
like chilling, I'm like, what the fuck going on, bro? Because I was just like chilling, and I'm like, bro, like this is not for me. I mean, it was cool, but I remember I went back to get Heber's phone. I ever tell you? I ever
no.
tell you, bro? No, I didn't think I told Heber. I went to go get Heber's phone back,
Yeah, I left
What?
it.
and I want. Yeah, he left his phone at his house, and I went back.
Oh shit, he did.
I went back, and they were just chilling, bro. Like, no talking, just just like dead, bro.
Really?
That had me. Yeah, they were just sitting down, like eating pizza. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm just saying, like, it just made me laugh. But
Damn,
I
it
want
was
to go
that good of
back
a party,
onto
Heber.
nah, but I want to go back into
Like, yeah, bro.
the like the
Oh, it's probably the most drunk I've ever been.
and you don't say that, bro.
Oh
Good way
man,
to start the year, man. Shit.
yeah,
Oh,
it
but
was kind
okay.
of cool.
So,
I want to get back into
I
social
threw up when
pressures
when
because
I got home.
oh, you
wait.
did?
Yeah, it was good
Damn,
though. It
I'm
was good
sorry,
though.
bro.
No, it was a good one though. Like it wasn't like it was a good like after I threw up, I was like, ah, it's amazing. Like I'm good. You know, like you guys had good throw ups. I hope.
No.
Ah, yeah, I do.
I've had some good throw ups in my life. Come on. Anyways.
I throw up a lot.
Well, yeah, you have your. Yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Just
I'm
no,
sorry.
You can't just no. Shut the fuck up,
just
man.
no
Okay.
context.
This is just. Anyways, going back, I really do want to talk about it because um, I feel that we people like he was saying earlier, like we madly influence each other, and I want to get heavily into people's lives, and I see that I I wouldn't be that focused on what I'm interested in because I'm so uh I feel like an obligation to be interested, but like I am interested, but it's like a mix like, oh bro, I need to think about my shit, and like it's like the thing is like I can care and it's good to care, but like I have to push people away because I feel a pressure to accept them, you know what I mean? And I do like people, but so it's like a confliction. But what's it called? I want to. Dude, the song in my head. There's a song that plays on my job. The I want to break free. Have you heard that song?
Can't
No,
say I have.
but I get
I
the
want
message.
to break free. Yeah, it's a classic song. Anyways, yeah, basically that. And I see that being free in the society really just like it really just goes back to like accepting yourself and really believing in oneself, and it almost just it's radically simple, and I feel like I'm just adding on to it, and it's just really difficult to go by something that's so simple. It's been very difficult to almost deny almost everyone on how people like how much of an influence I'm thinking about, like mom, like family, friends, and it's like coming to terms with oneself is to push out. It's not to like push out others, but it's almost in a way including them because it's like it's an acceptance of them as well, because it's like to turn on the switch for me of like this is who I am is to see other people for who they are, and you can see all their imperfections, and I see myself, so it's really cool for like compassion. So it's like I think radical um self-expression can happen once once you push away from the things you're not actually enjoying anymore and do what you actually enjoy with the pressures of your own, like you're just pressuring yourself to be yourself. Not even pressure, it's just that's what it is. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
so that's a whole like another side to social pressures, I think, because because now it's like now it's about specific people almost, you think, because you're mentioning how there's like an obligation you feel sometimes to, you said an
oh
obligation to
yeah.
care, but
It,
yeah.
it, it comes naturally, and also it doesn't. Like some people, like I can see, like, oh, I care for more people than others, but then it's like, oh, that's fucked up. Then like I start to care. Then like, oh, I'm actually interested. Then I see that everyone is interesting, but then I would see like, oh, to if I want that, like to I must give out what I want because one day it will come, and I have to be willing to accept that someone is able to listen to others how I listen to others. Listen to me how I listen to others. So it's like I can only accept offers once I can. No. It's like I had like it's all there. Like it's all love, man. But I can only feel it if I'm willing. This is a whole different thing. But like yeah, it's like an obligation, but it's not. Like it's a good obligation. Like I want to. So it's like it's changing from people pleasing to my like I'm actually interested in this. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was thinking about something else
yeah.
for a second,
Yeah, it does make
but
sense.
And like it actually brings me joy.
Pleasing
It's
yourself, if
cool.
anything, like at that point, yeah.
Yeah, people fascinate me because I learn a lot from them. It's like I live through them, so
Yeah.
it's like living multiple lifetimes.
Shit.
Has I? It's like multiple questions I can ask, but I just think about is it difficult for your guys to push away others' interests onto y'all?
Mm, I think it has been at times, especially if you're like close to the person. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be hard at times, but it just depends on how close you are to the person. You know?
right.
Like for me, I guess anecdotally, I feel like in the past, like the closer you are to somebody, because like I'm sure we've said this at least once or twice now this episode, like influences really do shape who you not only could become, but who you are becoming in a sense. And so I feel like if you're surrounded constantly by certain folks, certain uh groups of type people, type beats, you know what I'm saying? Type beats, whatever. I just feel like if you're surrounded by that and you don't necessarily want to do it because it's not like your forte, and it kind of does go with people pleasing a little bit, but it's also like you kind of in a way you also kind of need to know what you want, you know. 'Cause sometimes you kind of don't know what you want, you know, and so you kind of have to push it away to kind of like really question yourself, like, is this really what I want, you know? Because like let it go, and if it comes back then it was yours to begin with type shit. I don't know, but to answer your question though, I think it depends, man. I think it depends on how close you are to the relationship of not only the people, but what it is like that you're uh interested in, or maybe not interested in, but you're still doing it, you know? It depends, bro. But yeah, I think it has been, but it's also been real like simple too, you know? Sometimes I think in awareness you can kind of be like, bro, like this ain't what's up, bro, like, you know, like whether it's a
Mhm.
toxic ex or this, that, and the fifth, like it just varies, bro. But yeah, I think for me personally, I've dealt with both cards on that, for sure, for sure. You, Heber?
Yeah,
Well, it's difficult. It was difficult thinking about this. Well, not difficult. It's difficult to answer exactly, but what I got was basically, um, well, it's difficult to answer because I feel like I've only people pleased, and so I haven't like and then it's just, like I just haven't had like or I guess the experience of like, or not, I guess maybe not too many, or I can't think of or of too many experience. Or I can't think of an experience right now where I guess you get that or the other side of the coin. So and it's also just because I mean it's just difficult to answer because
it makes me think about like when um it just makes me think about like places I will go to. And I'll be like, damn, I don't even want to fucking be here, man. It's crazy. Like,
Makes you wonder, like, why did I even go to begin with, type shit, right?
yeah, like I've been seeing like like it makes me see what I'm actually interested in. Like it does like it is like like I'm trying to see how there's a way to like know what you want or know what you like before even trying the thing, but it's like how the fuck would you know? I'm trying to think of a way like so you can like watch things.
I mean I feel like I try to do that all the time.
Yeah, it's like when
Yeah,
you go to
I
like
try
certain
to.
places and you realize this isn't it. At least now you know it's not it. But it's like once you keep going and you keep going, knowing that it's not it for you, then that's where it's like, okay, why am I continuously doing this? You know, type shit. Like you mentioned, like you
But
go to
but
certain places and you're like, bro, why the fuck? Why
but
am I doing this? Type shit.
with people it's like, well, I don't know, it's weird. Like I guess I'm viewing it as like discovery and then like discovery, but you're looking for something, you know, like there's like a like exploring is fun in itself, but there's also a treasure chest, and if the treasure chest is there, then that's like, you know, that's really like you should probably stick to the lands that have treasure chests. Like I don't know, it's but obviously in this
I get what
analogy,
you mean,
it's like.
but like I feel like anywhere can have like a thing
Oh,
that.
right. Okay, right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk to people often, so it's hard for me to think
Yeah,
about
man. Every
this.
experience has something you can gain from.
Yeah, 100%. I
Right,
feel
yeah,
you.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it just really baffles like it really like baffles me how much I I I like I know like he would be talking about like um the influences you have and the consumption you have, and I'm like it's extremely radical like how much I'm trying to like push it out. I'm like, bruh, like I don't even give a fuck about this shit. And I see how much of my I guess identity was matched to this things that I wanted to do in my life. Now that I have opportunities to actually or like things I can actually go after, or this never ending race is like, why even start the race that I know that's never gonna end? So it's like uh
Maybe that you don't want to
Do you mean
finish. You know.
don't you want to start?
but the thing is, to start a race you know you're not gonna win. Like it's just it's life, and I want to be able.
Well, what's the other option? Not standing on the sidelines,
Like not finishing it,
No,
right? Like this is a race you don't want to finish type
watching
shit.
just
the race,
choosing
watching other people
choosing.
race.
You don't have to start. Like it's another thing you can be content with what you have, and it just comes naturally. Rather than like I have to get this, I gotta get on the next thing. Then after that, let's go after this, and after this is that, and this is that. Always more. Like I feel like it would just lead to dissatisfaction and always disapproval of myself if I didn't, and lead to a life of regrets. It's more of a like self realization than adapt to it, rather than I'm in it, then let's find a solution. Let's find a solution. Let's find a solution to it, because it's like there's gonna be constant problems because the race brings that like obstacles, but it's like it's just two different ways of living, and if that's the way you want to live, that's fine. But it's more of a is the pressure to start the race because that has proven successful to other people. So it's like go on that lane because you can be happy. You know what I mean? and that's happiness for others, and they didn't go for it, so they feel that was the only way to be happy. But I'm going back to like self acceptance is the way to feel content, and it's like that's it. It's like very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can reach that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like I made a video about it. It's
it's kind of like
like I'm
enlightenment.
just like I'm just fighting myself, bro. Like put on the gloves, bro. Like it really ain't all that. Like it just all these damn thoughts and all this like shit, like weight I'm holding. Then I'm like, damn, I don't gotta hold. Like you literally feel it. Then it's only an idea. There's responsibilities, of course, and you just have to accept it. It's just like a different way to view it, and also a leaving of other things that add nothing to your life, and you just know. And it's like I just don't know really how to like I'm describing this, but it's like freeing. That's the only way I can really describe it.
Yeah.
Freeing in
Yeah,
the sense that like
I
there's
don't have to
contentment.
please you.
There's contentment
Like
all
I
the
don't.
way.
Yeah, I'll feel this massive like urge to like please Heber, Miguel, my mom, everyone around me. But then I'm like, damn, am I even pleasing myself? Then I'm like, damn, I don't really have to. It's just like it just it's just contentness with like everything. Like, oh, I see why I'm like going to this, and I can see how much this can bring suffering to myself. So it's like, let me just. It just became much more simple to myself, and I see I'm not really weighing myself by this massive. I want to be great type shit.
Oh, wow.
So, so you say you're still like figuring out what you want,
It's more just
or like more
it's
aspects
more
of
of
that
a it's more of a acceptance of expression.
Of
of your
what you want.
personal, of your personal expression.
It, yeah, it's just like this what feels good. This is what I want to do. Like I want to talk to people, figure it. Like I enjoy people like pushing people to make stuff. I enjoy like it'd be dope if I learned these instruments behind me. Um, yeah, like I'd be like I want to go see some shit. Yeah, talk about some shit, and I see how simple it is, and I see all it really is just like just go for it, man, and yeah,
Good, man.
just do it type of shit, you know.
Ain't none to it
And,
but to do it. Nah, for sure, man.
and
For sure.
I can talk about like the social pressure of money because that's the one that reoccurs in my head constantly. So it's like there's jobs, and I can see that I would like more money in my life. So I'm being conflicted for like even sophomore year because like that's when I got into photography. But it's like now that like I can willingly use I cannot feel bad about the money because it's like an investment of like I can go after I can see how I can get like trapped I can trap myself in a job because I'm so into the people I work with because I just learn so much about people who I'm with because I'm curious about them and I feel bad for leaving them and I'm like bro come on it's ridiculous but like then I would feel bad for like investing in myself. But the thing is like, why the fuck not? Like if your homie's telling you like, bro, if y'all were telling me like some shit y'all want to do, like I'm like I need a like what's the play? You know, like what you actually trying to do, and you gotta talk about it. I'm trying to. I feel like the shit I want to do is not even for me. You know, it's like for trying to like elevate other people type shit. Yeah, that feels real good. Because it's like I want that for myself and I'm giving that to
But
myself.
I mean, yeah, 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 for sure. I guess in some cases though, like I guess you could think in our scenario. I think of like like I've been wanting to like have
What'd you
sessions.
say, bro? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Like you could think in our scenario, like I've been wanting to have sessions with like like we talked about having individual, like with what you each of
Uh-huh.
us want to do, and like having conversations about how to achieve that, and it's about like what we each personally want to do, and it's because
Yeah.
the people who you're surrounded by, helping each other, because I think I think it's a crucial thing of life to progress with people around, I guess,
Mhm.
and you do that by doing the thing you're talking about here, where but obviously there's, I guess, the situations you're talking about. Is it with people who, like, I mean, I don't know, like what you like putting like a negative tone on you know
I don't want to put like a negative tone on it. It's more of a
like, or like, why do you feel that it's not your ideas, like, or not your want, my bad, in
um
certain situations? Is it because
I
you're helping
I,
somebody else, you said?
I don't want to I feel like I don't want to claim that much anymore. Like I don't want to claim it because I can feel like attached to shit. And I feel like when I this is like a whole different shit, but let me try to answer it in a different way. Um like when I'll be talking, bro, it's just coming out, right? And it's like cuz I wasn't like insecure about what I was saying or how you're going to perceive me. So it's like it's just coming out. Then I'm like it's just coming out and I'm not trying to like filter it anymore. Now I'm just I don't really know how to describe it, man. Like as of right now, like nothing really comes to mind. Like it's not negative. I don't want to. It's not really anything. It's just I just want to see how much expression can come to this and see how I can allow other people to express what they want and to decide what I want is to just it's so simple. It seems so fucking corny to me, bro. And I'm trying to answer you. I'm trying to answer your question of like, is it like negative?
No,
It's
no,
not.
that wasn't my question. It was
What was your question?
no,
Maybe I
it was
misheard it.
that was just a no. It wasn't. That wasn't. No, it was the like the fact that you feel that. No, I mean, I don't know. You said it sounds simple, but to me it sounds like a paradox. Because you said that.
This is how I'm getting at it, right? So I kind of put it into like we'll get to Heber, bro. Like I'll let you brew on it a little bit, but the way I got it was like you like helping people, and like for example, like say because like we all kind of like you said, Heber, we all kind of have our own like what we
Oh,
want to do
but
personally with our like
I just didn't know why.
endeavors and shit.
I didn't know why you felt like certain wants weren't your wants. Like, why do you feel that? Like you said, you felt like wants weren't your wants.
Because I felt like an obligation to do
Where
it.
did that
As in, like,
obligation come from?
it was an insecurity of me wanting to be accepted by them. Because if I didn't do it, I felt they would go away. So I felt like I had to do it.
Yeah,
But now it's like I just want to help you. It could just out of
yeah.
my just out. I just want
'Cause
to
it
help you.
feels good to you.
Yeah, it feels good. But
Yeah,
prior, it was an insecurity because I thought they would leave.
yeah.
That's it was abandonment issues.
It's interesting. It's
I see.
like you still do the same thing as you did before, but now you like you see it differently.
Yeah, it's a different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you like helping people, and even with the insecurity you still did it, but for the wrong reasons, right? Now it's like
yeah. It was me trying to get something, but now I just don't really want anything anymore.
besides the good feeling you
The,
get from it.
yeah. It's cool. It's
It's
dope.
cool.
But now it's like I being more. It brings more satisfaction of seeing people at their best. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
because that person will influence someone else. You know,
Yes. Yes.
that's cool as fuck. So it's like the social pressures I see, like people getting influenced by other people, but all the people they getting influenced by don't really want to do that shit. and it's just like it's like a crowd of like just wanting to feel connection with each other. That's what I'm assuming with, but I don't. It
no,
would be
yeah,
in my head.
yeah.
Yeah, because when you actually talk to them, it's like I was thinking about an idea of like people who go to events. Like I go to these like techno events sometimes, and we all dress up and shit. We all look cool as fuck. We like, then like we get home, right? Then it's mad. Like I know we're like I don't know, but like I know I'm different. I'm not different, but I don't really dress up or anything. I just wonder how different people are from the personas they're putting on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we can romanticize the artist, but like the artist is the whole life. Like it just everyone is like everyone is very creative if they allow themselves to be. But yeah, I just wonder. I'm like, you should just. I wonder if you just let yourself express yourself, like how you actually want to, in any shape, in any way. How would that
Yeah.
look? You know,
Yeah, 100%. In any outlet.
because innovation can come like madly from it. Like once you get like a group of people from it, like what if we did this shit? Then we're not like scared of like other people, like how they're gonna perceive us. Then we can push it hard.
Yeah.
And I feel like I really don't know how it'll go, but it's like
I almost feel like you can't go wrong by doing that, you know?
you can go wrong because it's like I mean it depends on depends on who you're asking, but it can be like expression in like a way that might be like harmful.
Oh. Oh shit. I
Well,
guess it's more so like going all the way back to like the whole self-acceptance thing and like being like, you know what, bro, I'm not gonna do what I don't want to do. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. Like there's this one YouTuber, like a complete sidetrack, where this fool literally smokes like nothing but cigarettes. Like he does cigarette reviews and shit, and he'll just like smoke hella cigarettes. And like I think his agenda with it is literally just to like it's harmful,
kill
right?
himself like
But it's like
get
he
cancer.
seems to fuck what he's doing, or else he wouldn't do it. I don't know. I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of that. Like you can't go wrong in that sense because last time I checked, we only got how many lives? Like unless you're a cat, bro, you only got one life. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like for me, I feel like you can't go wrong in that sense. But 100%, like
No,
it really does
yeah,
depend.
it's just that it's just he was talking about like once you get to like talking about groups, it gets into a different story with like the can't go wrong idea. That's all he like was
That
talking about.
want of the connection that
Well,
ain't
no,
really like there.
it's just the fact that like not all groups can like make something like can't go wrong. It was just a simple like kind of went like too far, bro. Like chill, but
Bitch, I
no,
do what I
but
want.
No, you're good. I just dropped my putty. Yeah, keep going.
but what do you mean we're good though? Like
No, I dropped my putty. That's it. That's it. I'm back.
Like I was bad, like an ass. I was in the wrong, like an ass. No,
But
what's up?
okay, to kind of wrap it up in my
All right.
head, it's like when you're with people, I feel like it just become self-awareness. Then it's becoming self-aware. Then the second step is proving that of what like no like accepting of what circumstance you're in and accepting that like like I definitely can't make everyone happy. I can't help everyone who wants to don't doesn't want help. Um,
That you cannot.
it's just kind of seeing it for what it is, and it's like not really adding to one's life. And I feel like we talk about a lot, like trying to just put like love into the world because it really does go a long way. And the last step I feel is radical self acceptance because all you got really got not that's not all you really got is yourself, but the one person who you're gonna die with is yourself. So why not like the person, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
My hands white, God, that's from the putty.
Name in vain, bro.
Is there it's more or less like I don't really know what to I kind of don't really know what to ask y'all about that. I just more of like, how do y'all feel about that type of shit?
Yeah,
That shit
well,
like got me like hell yeah, dude. Because like I kind of expressed a little bit on how I felt
this guy
like
said, bro, that shit got me high as fuck. Like, what?
in a sense, yeah. I mean, you know, it's badass. Like you can't go wrong if you're doing exactly what you want to do. Like
No, but for me, for me, I obviously think about my personal experience with this, and I was thinking about this earlier, um, and about like trying to like, I thought of now, obviously, and like now, I think I'm a very real to myself. I think about that often. I don't, but I don't. But I'm not exactly sure right now where or like how that transition occurred, but and so then I started from childhood. Like I instantly went to like childhood and like instances of not being myself, and I slowly started going up the years of like, okay, still I'm still there's still situations where I'm not myself. But I didn't finish with that introspection, but um so but yeah, this was pretty hard for me to understand for a little bit there, because my current life now, like I'm so like real with myself, and like but it's also and I also don't interact with people too often, so it's so the whole like that whole thing, I haven't had enough experiences for that to happen a lot, I guess. And every time I set out to talk to somebody, it's like, it's obviously like very purposefully, it's like I would never, very oh no, yeah, I don't know, but that was just what I was thinking about it this whole time.
You never been like, besides like the intention, just like curious about something
Some
about them?
um Sure, but that gets into like, I guess, social problem, or like just like social problems I have. I don't really know. But it goes into like me not being able to like, or I don't know. I've gotten better at it sometimes, or like yeah. I don't know. I haven't had enough practice with like asking people
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, it takes some exposure therapy for myself. But I just know people are a lot nicer when you start talking to them. Or we're not really talking to them, but like more or less when you actually seem interested in them. Yeah, people are pretty cool. They just take some exposure therapy.
I like
Is there
that word,
anything?
exposure
Is
therapy.
there anything else you guys want to talk about on it?
Nah,
No, that's
bro.
pretty
I
much it
mean,
for
I'm
me.
not trying to make that sound like in a bad way, but nah, like real shit.
Nah, I get it. I wasn't bugging.
Like I'm pretty
Miguel's
like
trying to hide his real feelings right now. He's like, nah, fuck that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Okay.
It's like, no
like
offense, but
like well
fuck on.
said type shit, you know?
I was trying to think about like, damn, I should like write a because I only did it for one episode, but like when when what's it called, when there was a shooting at the park, like I actually wrote out like bullet points, but now this was shit was just off the rip, to be honest.
Oh word.
It kind of, yeah. I was trying to think about it, like I was like, fuck, I really don't got a layout, but I knew it like where I got.
Damn.
Yeah,
They
Man,
say
this shit
everything
dry,
happens for a
bro.
reason, man.
damn. It's
It's
kind of like,
I'll be thinking about that, and it kind of fucks me up, to be honest.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of goes with like what Miguel was about to go into. With like, you know, I don't know. For me, it kind of sounds biblical. It sounds astrological.
Yeah.
So
I
now
mean, yeah, we
Miguel's now
can.
now
If
Miguel's
there's
gonna get into astrology. Can you fucking please like fuck
God.
goddamn? I'm waiting, bro. Like I've been trying for something.
drum roll, please. Looking ass. All right, folks.
Oh no, but I'm
Before I
actually really
start,
excited about this though. I just want to say that.
same man. This is some pretty cool stuff.
No one can give a fuck about mine.
So, all right, y'all. So today I'm gonna talk about astrology. Mainly when it comes to astrology, bro, I wanted to talk about the house system in astrology. So
So this is
I'm gonna
actually
go
something I
based
don't
off of some like
understand.
websites here, some sources, because I'm not the most educated on it, so I
Yeah,
don't want to
neither of us
feed
are,
y'all
by the
like
way.
you
Yeah,
know
yeah, none of us are
nothing
very
that's not
good.
valid.
No, but
But
yeah,
I'm actually gonna, or we're actually gonna link the sources in the bio type shit or
I
in the
fucking
description type
won't. I
shit.
don't care enough. I do not care enough for that. Like, we're not an
We're not
astrological
doing
education
that.
center. Like,
Yeah, I just be talking with my ass, bro. Please.
I care a lot about education, but like I don't know the right sources for this shit, so I don't. I'm not. I mean, I'm just sorry. I don't care that
Yeah,
much.
this
I'm very excited for this. Just
damn,
I'm excited for
bro.
this
This
because the
was,
past
bro.
week
Look at his face, bro. He's pissed,
he's
bro.
searching.
No,
He's
I'm
he's
not,
he's
dude. I'm just
surfing.
trying to pull up because I'm really trying to be precise with this
Yeah,
hoe.
he's being precise, but I'm excited for this because the past last week I saw or this past week I saw a podcast with just some guy who's I don't know into astrology. It was on Jeff FM, and he was telling Jeff about his astrological chart towards the end of the episode. And it was like just a good segment. I was like, oh, that's super good. I like that. That was interesting. But obviously, there's history with
Yeah, man, it's cool
Well,
stuff. So there's 12
watch me get
houses, and
real quick.
yeah,
okay,
Fuck,
yeah.
my hands are just so white and it's so dry.
go wash them, bro.
Really need to watch this. Hold on, I need to tell the show. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Hold on, I'll be
All right,
right
man.
back.
2 minutes.
I'll be right.
Oh, let me
So,
pull up the actual shit.
like 2 minutes.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so ready when y'all are, bro. All right, so today I'm gonna talk about astrology. Now, first off,
It's
I'm
like he's
going
stood
to.
up at the front of the class.
Yeah, okay, so here's my presentation, y'all. I put up my PowerPoint. Now, so there's 12 houses in our in our natal chart. So the first house, it
This was like
basically ties
class.
into shit. So the first house basically determines the origin and self-identity, right? A lot of people say like with the first house, it like, embodies like not only like how you are
What did you
physically.
say it does? What did you say
What?
that? What did you say the first house does? I didn't.
I'm talking about it,
I'm
motherfucker.
sorry, bro. It's just
And so
there's
I
12
just
it
fucking
kind of
don't.
houses.
I
it kind of paints
I
like the
don't
first
care.
impressions, if you will, into like what you like, give into the world. Your first house, right? And so I'm gonna talk about all 12 houses, just a quick summary, just
Yeah,
so we can get a
quick summary.
little gist of the
Goddamn.
house, you know what I'm saying? And so with the second house, it deals with like income, money, self-esteem, self-worth, like what you do for a living, occupation, if you will, type shit. And so moving on with the third house, it deals with communication, talking, the way you think. It even goes into like what neighborhood you live in and shit. And so to really quickly like
Like physically,
summarize these 12 houses, bro. The
like
first
my
six,
block.
hear me out. This is actually pretty like fruitful. So
Oh, because of the houses.
the first six houses deal with
Your neighborhood.
your environment, dog. Your first six
Oh,
houses in your chart will
is
mainly deal
that
with your
like your
environment,
neighborhood or like?
your surroundings. And so those are the first six houses, right? And so the last six
Environment.
houses, the second half, because it's 12 houses, the second half from like 7 to 12,
That's like
it
your
deals with
inner.
your interpersonal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like your
Right.
indoor, if you will.
I mean,
And so,
it's exertion exertion in person. I
and
don't
one of the
know.
things that really fascinated me, bro, out of these 12 houses is the eighth house, dog.
Yeah,
Like
really. Why?
I think
Yeah.
it's my favorite, bro. And the reason I really like it a
It's kind
lot
of
is because
crazy
it
to say
deals with like
favorite. Like,
it deals with like transformation, death, sex,
all the shit I love, man.
just like it's just so cool to me, bro. It honestly, for some,
It sounds
I
pretty
mean, for me
cool.
personally,
It sounds like cool topics. I mean,
it's badass, bro. I really fucks with it.
I
And
mean, it's
so
just
it can
general.
even determine like how you can die type shit and like longevity and lifespan and just like some auspicious traits and some inauspicious traits about like what's coming down the road, health, it's
Okay,
really big.
okay, wait. So
And
I
so
just
what's up,
realized,
people?
I just realized that this is like telling you those things about yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's, I just realized that that's the goal here, and that's why you said it. Like, I guess I didn't realize why you thought it was cool. It's cool because of that aspect, because like you get to find those things out about yourself, or like just
so
because.
astrology is a pseudoscience, right? So it can't really technically be
Don't say
proven.
that, bro.
Well, I'm
But
saying it, and so it's just
well,
like you
can I
should always
argue
take
that
it with
though?
a grain of salt. But I find it cool
Can I
because it's
argue?
like, oh, okay, you know, like
Can I steel man astrology's case here? Like
what?
for being a real science? Like okay, so I wanna so what if like you can prove it though? You know what I'm saying? Like what if you can prove it? You know what
There's,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, I was reading a Reddit because I really dove into this
Like
like topic
don't
like
you
for
think
some time now. And
astrologists
I
would
was
say
I was scrolling through Quoras, Reddits. I mean, folks are like, you know, like I wanted to like I'd be scrolling through Reddit sometimes, bro. I'd be like seeing homies' opinions and shit. And one of them fools was like, you know, it's funny because one of
get
like
up on
the
me?
I don't know if it's a fortune teller. I don't know what exactly read somebody's like how they were gonna die type shit. And apparently somebody wrote like in a card that they never read. Like it was like I think it was like a father of some I guess the daughter of a father. I guess I don't know why it's so weird to say, but he ended up dying. He ended up getting murdered, and his body got tossed into like the ocean or some shit. They found his body like the like type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was reading, bro. And so funny enough, the card that the fortune teller wrote to the dude, I don't know if it was a fortune teller or what, but apparently it was like watch out for bodies of water and like some other shit and like I forgot. Fuck, I really wish I could like pull it up, bro. But I don't know where the
Are
fuck the
these
hell it
like,
is,
is this house is like a cheat code?
bro.
Nah, it's just it's gonna tell you these
It's
specific things that he mentioned.
it's it's
You
yeah,
know?
bro. It like
It's
it.
like a cheat code to stay away from shit, bro.
Well,
Oh, I mean,
again, it's a grain. Take it with a grain of salt, but
to go
yeah,
against.
in
Put
a
that
sense,
salt in my
it could be.
food.
It could be. Um, you could say a possibility. You know, it could be a possibility. I mean, it's just
Life loophole.
sure, man. I mean, yeah, you could say
Actually,
that.
well, hold on. Maybe we should like, as a society, change our our perspective on the eighth house from being a cool house to a dangerous house because that
You know, some
shit.
folks do say it's one of
You
those.
know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of
Yeah,
getting some like maybe you should like be weary. Because
yeah,
like
like
it's
proceed with caution.
yeah.
And so,
Looking ass.
damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. No,
Like
but in all seriousness though, it's like
it's an elusive house.
yeah, it is. And so, determining or depending on what planets you have in this house is very important because there's some planets, bro, that aren't what's the word like you can have weak planets in this house, and determining on your placements like it don't matter what planet you have this house in, it's where it's located. If that makes sense. Like if like for example, I have this kind of like a little bit like personal, but then again, this is a personal topic. It's so I have like Mars, I believe in this planet, and I think it's in Sagittarius, if I'm not mistaken. And so for me, when I like looked into this shit, I was reading a lot of like um it was kind of interesting actually because they were all very aligned, you know, not necessarily with where I am in life right now, but like most of the shit that they were saying was like very like, you know, back to back, like, and that this is over, I believe, sidereal astrology. And so for those that don't really know what the fuck it means, because I know y'all didn't, sidereal versus Vedic, and so sidereal is like the Western astrology. It's like the modern day astrology. It's like, oh, my sun sign is a Libra, which it's not, by the way, the fuck, but
It's like show
like
the
you know, it's
power.
like that kind of shit, you know. So it's like what folks generally like base off of in today's day and age. Whereas like the Vedic, I believe, and there's so many, bro. There's so many different types of astrology, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's
I
so
mean,
many
yeah,
different kinds.
because
Where
when
the
you
Vedic is
start,
like the ancient Eastern, you
yeah,
know,
well,
like
because
the
once you start going Eastern, it's like you talking about pre Socratic shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
and I mean, yeah, no, it can definitely get complex. Where like hieroglyphics and shit. And so for me, bro, I really found this house fascinating. Not only because yeah, it's telling you things about yourself, and like in a way, it could be a loophole. A loophole, is that what you said? To life type shit. It was just kind of like for me, it really resonated with me the most because it was what I'm most interested in astrology. For me, at least, it's like I want to know what lies ahead of me.
I
And I
want to
think,
know how I'm gonna die, how much
oh
money
yeah,
I'll
absolutely. Who
have, how
doesn't?
much
You
like,
know, who doesn't want to know how they're gonna
I
die?
don't
I
know. Like,
I would love to know.
No.
I
Let's
think I
be
want to know.
let's be real. Let's be real. Here. These are dangerous questions to want to know, Miguel. Like, honest to God, like, I mean, you should like maybe like think about like,
These are dangerous, bro. I don't know what to say. Like I mean,
I don't know.
yeah,
For me,
Look,
these
they
look,
are
are
look, look,
pretty, I
look,
guess. Yeah.
look.
like people will fight you on these quarrels, man. Like,
Wait, hold on, bro.
I don't respond. I
Because
just read. I'm lurking.
it's like, okay, hold on. I have a different way to look at it.
Okay.
What if what kills you is what takes you to the next step in life? So, because a friend made me relook at,
oh,
my friend made me relook at suicide as a way of you going to the next step, as in there's something that wants to die in you so you can change. So it's like a rebirth in a sense. So maybe the things that is warning you against is really the things that is telling you
scary.
you're gonna have a massive obstacle overcoming this, but if you go through it, it's a rebirth.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I'm sure there's like, I mean,
Just to
transformation,
think about.
100%, 100%. I mean, yeah, with the eighth house, it deals with transformation. Also
All
deals with
right,
passive income
transformation.
too.
Transformation. That's a good one. That's
It
a good
deals
one.
with taxes too. Funny enough, you know, like I was telling Heber the other
I
day,
did my
like
taxes today.
yeah, oh nice dude, that's what's up. It was
Had to
I
pay
was
12
reading mines and it
bucks.
was talking about how I could be capable of like tax evasion, but all types of shit. Like oh,
Oh,
I
am
got some
I?
bad shit in my shit. Funny enough, but don't we all? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like that's the thing with astrology though. There is no bad or good. It's just the cards you're dealt with type shit. You know, it's like there is no such thing as good or bad, but there
Have
are like weak
you?
aspects and like strong aspects and
But
shit
wait,
like that.
hold on. Have you not heard about the Kanye West lyric? I pray to the stars. I was dealt a card. Fuck, hold on. No, shut the fuck up. Hold on, bro. I really love this shit. God damn it.
Like Kanye doesn't deserve this much time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, Miguel. Damn, bro, you took a while to fucking look at me. What the fuck is up with you, bro?
No,
Have you looked at your own chart?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Have you had many thoughts about it?
When I first got introduced to it about a few years back, yeah, I was like, wow,
Like you
this explains a
really?
lot.
Wow,
Yeah,
wait.
bro.
So you've been knowing your chart.
Yeah, I remember I was one of those. I had like the whole house system like screenshotted and like as my lock screen, bro. Like I remember I'd look at that shit like day and night, bro.
So you could say like there's been like a progression of how you view your chart. You know, because for me like
Absolutely, bro. It started out, and there's still so much more I still would like to know because there's like conjunctions and aspects and all types of shit, bro, that I really would like to understand because I had this one homegirl that we all fondly know that Loki put us on, or at least for me, she put me on, you know, because initially I honestly didn't know much about it. I'd actually like joke about it with her because, you know, I thought it was corny at the time. But um, yeah, when I first like searched up, you know, I put in my time of birth, where I was born and shit, and I remember reading it little by little and understanding bits and pieces, and I would start watching YouTube videos on like what the fuck that could mean and other people like getting other people's opinions and shit, and then kind of like listening to what they were saying, but not necessarily going with it, but just kind of like okay, obviously not everything's gonna resonate with you, but like certain things did, and I was like, huh, interesting. So like for example, I have a shit ton of Gemini in my shit, bro. Like I have Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, Gemini Saturn. Like I have a bunch of Gemini shit in me, right? And so one of the traits about Gemini is
the
that
two
they're very
faced.
fucking talkative. Like they don't shut the fuck up. And for the longest that I can remember, bro, like shut the fuck up, bro. Like I yap and yap. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hella vocal and shit. And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here, but what I'm really trying to get at is yeah, 100%. Like when
Like what
like
I'm
I've
really
been
trying to get at, this astrology shit is real, man. Like,
I don't know about real, but for me at least, like when I first got into it, because like yeah, I've been on it for some time now. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I thought it was like a way to like kind of it was definitely a
so you
new.
got so you
I mean,
think do you think like most people are gonna be into it because of the personal aspect.
I think that's the only reason they're gonna be into it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You really think so?
Literally, only reason.
Really?
I,
Wow.
yeah, I have an opinion about this.
That's a big statement.
A lot of folks will say it's
I,
confirmation bias. You know, I want to hear it,
Because I
man.
mean,
I look, bro. Like my point of it. Look, bro. I know I'm
you have a
obsessed
negative
with
point.
people.
I'm gonna just like maybe
I
you
have
should
a
lighten it up.
negative point,
He
but I
has
want to
an
say
opinion.
I have an opinion. I want to say this Kanye West lyric first, though.
Oh, he said
I
something.
play. I ain't played the hand I was dealt. I changed my cards. I prayed to the stars and changed. I prayed to the skies
Such
and
a
changed
Gemini.
my stars.
Such a Gemini. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa! Change the stars.
Change,
Ah.
that's cool. Change the
So,
stars.
what's it called?
Yeah.
I think. Okay, bro.
Mm.
Listen,
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not
I like where
really.
you're
I'm not really
going.
with. I'm not really with mass information about who you are because you can connect it and you can get limited to this. So I feel like it's for
That's true.
people who don't really know themselves
Yes.
and they can just gravitate towards this
That's
and
true.
feel
That's
like
true. That's true.
this means something. But this shit can help you find yourself,
That's true.
Factual.
but I don't think it is you. It's
That's
just
true.
like what resonates in
These
you.
are facts.
But also,
Yeah.
but also the things you disagree with yourself in, I feel like you should listen to those more because I feel those tell you more about yourself
Yeah,
rather than the things
absolutely.
you agree with
Yeah.
yourself with.
You always got to conflict your like for me growing up it was super important for me to combat my beliefs, you know, or not obviously but just but if there is something that you already, you know, that you see and you know you want that you challenge it, you know, really go and
Yeah, no, I think that's one of the cool things astrology provides. It's like it may not entirely, you know, give you the full picture that you might want when you're searching for shit like this, but I think it can show you like, okay, like it allows you to kind of be like, okay, like I can conflict myself. I can kind of be like, I can question myself. It allows you to question yourself, wouldn't you say? It definitely allows you to like kind of be like, huh, am I like that? Well, shit. And it almost, in a way, forces you to do that, you know, unless you just don't care and then like move on with your day, then yeah, I mean that's totally fine. But I did want to ask y'all, did y'all like pull up y'all's chart, bro? Because I was finna, I wasn't finna,
I'm doing it right now. I
bro.
want to tell you what's
I
like.
wanted to read that shit and I wanted to see where y'all like what
Damn. Well,
y'all's.
I mean, I was gonna mention the fact that like for me, there's largely no appeal because I don't think I could ever review my chart because I don't trust what the birth certificate says, and I don't know if I should trust the birth certificate or my mom, and I don't want to look at two different charts. That's too much fucking work, and so I just won't do it.
Trust
I just won't
the
do it.
birth certificate, bro.
I don't want to.
Trust the
I
trust
don't want to
the
go against my mother,
system, bro.
dude. But
We talked
dude, you
about
know,
this
I asked my aunt,
years ago.
dude. My aunt, I asked her, what time she gave birth. She was like, I don't even know, with the recent baby, and
Yeah.
I told her the story about like the birth certificate says something different than what my mom says, and she was like, really.
Really?
So let's go with
Jhordys.
the birth certificate then.
I don't want to at that point it's like I really would like if to be assured with myself I would have to look at both charts and that's too much fucking work.
I'll do it for you, bro.
I'm good and I really don't even want to get into this and have this be a part of my life. This is like when y'all took those tests and I was like I'm not doing this. Like
Yeah.
But this has been backed by thousands of years.
that's kind of true. I don't really know. I don't fucking know. I really don't fucking. I doubt.
All
I
right,
doubt
I got it.
It's a pseudo.
Miguel got it. Miguel got it.
Send that hoe.
Which one is your eighth one?
Wait, should we really be doxing like that though? Like,
Literally just
No,
the
I
eighth
just
house.
just the eighth house.
I mean, I kind of said a little bit more than that, but
You
that's just
finna
because I
find out.
voluntarily
You
said
finna
it.
find out some shit about the eighth house. Your eighth house. That's crazy.
Yeah, your eighth house is pretty like
Damn,
like we were saying.
I'm trying to know some shit about that.
I've been asking, bro. I ain't even finna like. I
Wait,
ain't even finna poke at the
is
bear
it
no
the
more.
sign? Is it the sign you're talking about?
I
Is
want to
it?
know literally like the planets in that hole. I
Oh,
want to know the
yeah.
sign. I
There's
want to
like
know the
there's
degrees. I
degrees.
want to
There's
know all that
fucking
shit, bro.
show 'em the damn the damn
I feel like
house.
I feel like if I
Let
tell
him
you
in the house.
degrees is pretty. Like I'm gonna just send you it, bro.
Yeah,
But don't
bro.
fuck
Because the
with my
degrees
life,
matter too.
bro.
The degrees matter. The degrees point out how strong it is. Sometimes those indicate like new beginnings. Like for example, I know I had one house that was like in 0 degrees. And so when that it embodies like or it signifies like a new beginning, if you will. Like, the whole thing with astrology is like this is not your first life type shit. You know?
Do I send it on Discord?
Really, that's interesting. Where does
Yeah, go
that? So
for it,
where
bro.
does that mythos come from?
Um,
Or like, is it just?
I don't know actually. I don't think I've questioned that enough. I know.
Maybe I guess for me, I'm thinking maybe it's just the fact that people who are into astrology are like maybe closely connected to like similarly related spiritually beliefs.
There's definitely some beliefs involved in that.
And also just because that just is in general a large belief, and so it makes it just makes sense. I guess that they would coincide maybe, and maybe it would also have to do maybe with like the stars and just the fact that like. Actually, I've heard this go a few different directions. Actually, never mind.
Okay, do you mind saying? Do you mind me saying what it is on here, like what your eighth house is, or no?
um, just, if I'm gonna just one house, just that one.
Like just
Just
keep.
on. All right, all right. So generally, these people with Pisces in their eighth house. Now, this might be ruled
I
out.
was looking, yeah, I was looking at Pisces, like I was Pisces. Oh, yeah, it's Pisces. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see
And
it.
so generally, it like. So I'm looking at your chart, right? And I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but from what I can tell, you have. Actually, let me scroll down a little bit more. So you have mainly air, and this is a water sign. Pisces is a water sign, so it probably gets ruled out. But generally, people with these
We're in
placement in their eighth
Pisces
house
season.
are more or less confused,
We're in Pisces
delusional,
season right now.
and worried. They're
Pisces
they're known
season.
they're known to be prone to like certain anxiety disorders, and they have trouble letting go, and they desire the most and fulfilling relationships. They really crave because Pisces tends to, in a sense, I don't want to say escape, but they're not like I don't know how to put it. Like they like I guess escape is the right word.
Like, bro, just describe him.
Escapism really goes.
They're in their head, bro.
He's just about to go talk about himself. Like,
Escape Pisces really goes with escapism, bro. Like there's something about Pisces and escapism that's like very tied in. But however, it's a
really,
water
you're down
sign,
with a
right?
lot of escapism.
And from what I'm looking, you mainly have air. So again, it's probably ruled out. But I am curious to know what planets you have in that hoe, because that could also signify like even more about it. You know what I'm saying?
How do I show you though, bro?
Shit,
Oh wait,
honestly, it might not even be on this website. Um, but it's
because like
cool, bro. I pretty much got like the basic.
hold on, bro. Oh, you're not done reading my shit,
Now
bro.
you
Hold
into
on.
it,
Yeah,
huh?
might as well, man. Shit, because like at the very
Like when I got a
bottom, it's
reader
like,
here,
look, look here, Miguel. Here's everything, bro.
I don't just give him a free reading like that, bro. People charge for this shit.
Hey, bro, like chill out, bro. This my homie, bro. Shit,
Nah,
fuck.
my fault, my fault. Nah, that's fucked up. That
All
was
right,
fucked up.
Miguel. What would this do for you?
Um, um, there's a fuck ton of information there that I don't understand. It's practically foreign to me. Definitely not something I could fully dissect right here in the now. But I mean, I'm looking at your other ones like the Pluto and the Lilith.
I mean,
Hey, I'm tripping.
have you guys heard of like the story of like the fact that like astrology really like came from like it started off in like a fun piece in magazines.
Bro, you got Mars in eighth house. I'm tripping, bro. You got Mars. You have your Mars and your Lilith in eighth house. My
Basically,
bad,
it's a
bro.
fucking scheme.
My bad, bro. I didn't even notice. Like I'm not good at my
It
Roman
ended up
numerals.
growing into just absurd fucking.
I'm sorry, Heber. He just got so hyped about
no.
it.
Okay. I'm sorry, bro. It's because I finally found the sauce. I was looking, but again, I'm not good at my Roman numerals.
What was the sauce?
So Funny enough, bro, I actually also have eighth. I have Mars in my eighth house too.
Who's that?
It's funny.
You me?
I was saying we share that common ground, but you also have your Lilith in there.
What is that?
So
you
your
don't want
Lilith,
that.
bro, from what I understand, it's like your trauma.
Damn.
It's like your trauma, bro.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like-
That's actually a really interesting point. You know, it's like certain things could have that. You know, it's like that's where like that's lying. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's
But
like
the thing is,
what's up?
Things
because
is a
this is about
scheme.
this is about transformation, and I learned to transform. You gotta let go, bro.
Absolutely.
But to let go is to accept,
Facts.
and to accept is to go through.
I wonder what planet your Lilith is in. Like, I'm not gonna say it on here, but curious.
Probably
You can text
Mars.
it. You can text it, bro.
Oh shit!
Yo, you
It's
care that much, bro? You really care that much, bro? Like you feel me?
Yeah, bro. I'm actually interested in this, bro.
Oh
You
my
don't- bro, I'm
fucking
telling you,
God.
bro. I get into anything, bro.
I just
Man,
texted it.
I don't
It's actually
know.
interesting.
I can't.
Okay, we're getting into something here.
I can't get into this, man. I'm saying fuck this hardcore right now.
I don't care.
Look at that. What does that even mean?
Find out.
Like we kind of too into this shit, bro.
Yeah,
No, I'm
like-
sorry,
this is
Heber.
like-
we'll wrap it up here in like
Like,
the next,
man,
like after this.
this shit got.
It's just like just hanging out now, bro. I think we should
Nah,
just
bro. Like you once you start eating the chips, man, I was like, oh man, he's really getting into.
Oh, okay, my bad. To sum it up though, y'all, take this shit all with a grain of salt, but at the same time,
Yeah, look, y'all
Don't be a-
saw how they just got so fucking into it, and then Chris is just gonna revert back to his old feelings. He's like, ah, fuck that shit.
no, the fuck. I mean, if I find enough like shit in there, I'm like, I never can attach myself.
like
to
Chris,
it.
if you
I'll
really
text you
want to know
some.
what's up, I'll let you know what's up.
Listen, bro. Like I feel like there's a
And
bit
another
of
time and
anything
place.
I can learn from anything.
Alright.
So,
My bad, y'all.
oh, that's true too. But to wrap it up and to transition on over to Heber, because I know bro's waiting. My bad, bro. But like not my bad at the same time.
No, I just realized I don't care about astrology during the conversation.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Like, I just
Don't be afraid to question what you don't believe is true and what you do believe is true. You know, just sort of like just don't be afraid to question. Just question, bro. And apparently for
I
some,
question astrology.
if you don't want to know how you could potentially die, don't
I
look
didn't
at
get
your
good
eighth house.
answers.
I've always been curious to know how I'm gonna die.
Bro, stop.
My shit says I'm finna live a long ass life, so I don't know, man. We'll see what's up. It also like shows like how your family and shit. Like it's crazy, bro.
You know what's crazy?
Crazy.
You know
What's
what's
up?
crazy?
What's up, bro?
I just had an image that you don't live a long ass life.
that's crazy, bro. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, only time will tell, bro. But I mean, shit. Yeah, man.
Oh, your time is coming.
I mean, isn't it all for all of us? But yeah, I mean, enough said about that. Yeah. Cool stuff. I fucks with it, you know. I mean, I don't live by it, but it's definitely at the back of my mind. Like, I could talk about it, which I just did. So, I'm done talking about it now.
Nah, but that astrology shit is real.
No, you just said the complete opposite, like, over and over again.
No, I didn't.
In fact, that wasn't real at all, what you just said.
What the fuck? No, I mean, when I said that, it came out genuinely, and I'll tell you why.
He's gonna tell me why now. This better be good.
You know, I think sometimes, you know, I speak to myself in metaphors, you know, and this was one of those moments. Because like I mentioned how, you know, this astrology shit, it's just kind of real, you know, and it's cause you mentioned how one of your houses or symbols and degrees told you that you was yapping and yapping, and then you and then you was like, Yeah, but yeah, man, I could talk about this astrology shit at the end of
That's
the.
what ties in with my Mercury planet, bro, which also is like in like an
Like,
man,
listen, bro, real quick, bro, because like
mutable.
Miguel and I, like, bro, I feel like we should tell this to the family. I feel like, because Miguel and I, we try to see if we would be compatible as lovers once.
Bro, yeah, type shit, bro. I remember, like, I guess yeah, yeah. So I remember it was for your birthday, bro. I took bro out to like to get
No,
Chinese food or
bro,
whatever. It was like the day
no,
after your birthday type shit,
no.
Like, just don't tell the story, Miguel. That made it like crazy. Like,
and we were
you
just
already
like
fucked
yapping it up,
up.
and we were like, hey, bro,
Is that how it
on some
happened?
hypothetical
Is
shit,
that
on some hypothetical shit, because you could do this too with your
Shaking
like
his head.
with your lover, bro, or like with your significant other. Y'all could like, if y'all really want to like, you
Y'all looked
know,
at each other like,
dabble into
shit, bro.
this with your significant other or whatever, or just a homie or deadass, whatever, fuck it. And so like I put my birthday and Chris put his birthday, and then we were looking at like all the things like what we're compatible in and what we're not, and like most of our aspects, bro, were not like aligned, bro. Like if anything, like if Chris and I were to ever, you know what I'm saying, like,
Fuck around.
you know, play on
Yeah,
the on the
so
other
so
team,
what does it mean to be compatible astrologically though?
Like
to
Heber,
have alignments in certain
like he,
aspects
Oh, alignments.
and
But like
degrees.
those alignments must mean something though.
Yeah. It has to do with your planets.
Oh my god, dude! What
Certain
a
conjunctions and aspects
dude!
don't like.
What a terrifying thing though for like. I don't know, maybe not terrifying, not terrifying, but like just like a like
It's just
not
something to
a
fuck
no,
around
because
with,
like imagine
honestly.
somebody going out and like trying to date based on the chart,
I will say though, for
That's
every
like
person I've
whoa!
been
I
with,
just
after I
realized like
broke up with
whoa.
them, I did it. After I've broken it off with like everyone I've
Well,
been
you could
with, I'm
say
like,
that after the fact,
wow,
obviously. Yeah, you could say
crazy. Like that. Sometimes, bro, I'll be like reading like I'll be reading what
the
happened.
Trinity is what I was about to say.
I'll be
but the
reading what
thing,
happened.
wait, but
So
like
let
the
that
thing
sink
is,
in. I'll be reading what happened. What's
but
up?
like, but like,
But I think your mind is also, you're reading what your mind is
like,
telling you from the hieroglyphs. Is that
Say it
not
right,
true?
motherfucker.
What?
Hieroglyphics.
like,
Oh, my bad. Hieroglyphics.
like, I feel like, don't. So do you believe in soulmates then?
Yeah, I do.
Bro,
100%.
do you still believe in twin flames? Is that
Yeah.
even? Oh, okay.
Twin flame, soulmate,
Is that just like?
karmic ties.
Yeah. Anyways.
But I know y'all don't want to get into that.
Because I was about to ask, like, is that based on? I was like, oh, innate. I probably, I don't know. But
So I'll just leave it at that. Maybe if this gets a lot of fucks with, like, maybe we can talk about it a part 2.
fuck no, fucking, I would. I'm not gonna be here for that episode. I promise you that.
Well, it's not up to you. It's up to the audience. So if y'all really want to like see a part 2, y'all let us know in the
Imagine,
comments below.
imagine this is like this shit blows the fuck up, like
Speak it into existence.
really,
I mean, no,
Already
I
on the
mean,
right
let's
step.
let's be realistic.
like-
This could be one of our best episodes. I mean,
And he's trying to shut it down over here, y'all.
no, I'm
Heber,
not trying to shut it down. I'm not.
Heber the big bad bear wolf.
I wasn't trying. I was
Trying to blow all the houses
Why
with
would
the 3
I?
piggies in it.
I'm just trying to shut down this segment because I think yeah.
Nah, for real. I'm done holding up your time, bro. For real, my bad. Shit's fruitful, though. What can I say?
Hey, you know how you just did like that?
That was cool, huh?
That was because of his like an ass. Like, I was
What does that like signify?
Yeah, well, like let's.
I was thinking bombs dropping.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Can't
like
be useful on these
destroying the planet type shit.
time of war, bro. Oh.
Bro, we gonna get
Anyway.
demonetized.
Yeah, I know.
Focus. What's your best episode? What you doing?
Like I know. My bad.
I've got worst episode now.
I said my bad.
Worst episode.
Yeah, no, I know it's
Don't
gotten
even go on.
since we've gotten to the deep end, it's gotten pretty bad. But we're about to make it better because we're about to get into my segment, guys. We're gonna talk about Ice Spice.
Best one.
Yeah, it's interesting. I saw that she called her fans
Ooh, what did she call it?
the spice cabinet or some shit. I was like,
That's clever. That's clever.
I don't
like
get it.
it.
Well, firstly, I just wanted to mention, I'm talking about this because I recently got introduced to Ice Spice, because she recently dropped a big hit with an artist that I've been a fan of, Pink Panthers, and Well, I talked to Miguel about this like a week ago or two, but I wanted to know what your thoughts on the artist were, Chris, because I haven't talked to you at all about this.
I don't know her. Like I know her just like memes.
Oh, really?
Like I've
What are the
never listened to
memes?
her. The
What is that?
she's just looking. She's just looking. She's like right here.
Because I feel like I barely saw her before like this past this past few weeks.
No, I haven't been knowing her. Like she's very new to me. I just seen her like, and I mean, there's just memes about her. I mean, she's just popular.
But do you have
Like I
like
don't,
an understanding of the artist?
not at all. I don't know her at all. I
Is
don't know what she
what's the
stands
perception?
You would
for.
have
What's
let
the
us on.
do you have any perception?
Huh?
Do you have any perception in terms of
Um,
like?
she has cool hair.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well, I just mentioned because one of the reasons why I also wanted to talk about, or why I wanted to just talk about it with Miguel too, or why I was interested, or just off the rip, was because this was one of the just because like after listening to the song, then like listening to more songs and actually getting to know the artist, watched a few interviews. It's like oh, this is like essentially like the latest iteration of, or like the most recent case of the fastest like growth in a musician, basically
Bro,
in a
she
short
surpassed the
amount of time.
Beatles' monthly
In a
listeners.
short
It's
amount of
crazy.
time.
Yeah.
But and so instantly that's interesting to me because it's just because it's interesting, just similar, similarly to like why.
It's just like fact checking this shit.
Yeah, man, it's like it's not that fucking crazy, bro. I know you love the Beatles, but bro, they're old, man. Like they're all new. Ice Spice is the heat now, and she only got a few
Really
songs.
spicy with a little ice on it.
But so to add to the fact that this is an interesting scenario where that I hadn't been seen before, or hasn't been seen, is unprecedented. But no, it's just really the fact that I just think it's always interesting when a new artist pops up into the scene, and they pop into the scene in such a unique way, which is why I was also interested and mentioned Yeet when I first found out about him on the podcast, because it was like. Because I was like, I saw something kind of innovative happening there, and I was like, whoa, this is interesting. Like this is interesting, and but and so obviously I connected these two instances in my head. Well, he's a scenario where he's been releasing music for years. He's been at this for a while, and like the blow up kind of happened because of plans based on many years, and then you look at Ice Spice, and she dropped her first song in 2021, I think, and so it's a very different situation, very different artist situation where because for strategies for artists, catalog is an aspect, and the fact that her catalog is so short is it's almost like she has to make because she mentioned in one of her interviews how she's like kind of like competitive. She has a competitive nature and in the scene, and wanting to like be like kind of like I don't know, just doing some cool shit, I guess, or whatever. And I guess and because of her like unique position, I feel like she has to like or she has, since she has a small catalog, she mentions how she's only releasing because she's only releasing a certain sound of her, because she has different different types of music that she makes, right? As many artists, they try to dive into different facets just because it's fun. You're a musician, yeah. And her, she obviously she's going with like the strategy of like, I'm gonna show them this off for a bit, and then like I'm saving like the new iteration, like and oftentimes in the music industry, it's there's advice to kind of like slowly let your audience get used to this new sound you're introducing, and that's kind of like what she's aiming to go to do soon. I assume, maybe, who knows, maybe after the album this year, but it also
Are you a fan?
my fan. Yeah, I like all the songs that she
You
has.
like all of the tracks, huh?
I like all the tracks. Yeah, I like all the tracks. Honestly,
Damn.
yeah. I mean, you know, there's a lot of artists where I like all the tracks. You know, but well, I don't know. Man, there's like one or two that didn't hit too hard for me. Honestly, like they didn't hit. They didn't hit. But you know, it's cool.
Is she TikTok famous?
I'm not. I think so. I think so. I'm not sure. I just know she's popping. I just,
Yeah, she's
I just know on her
popular.
Spotify that shit said top 100. She it was like she was like 94 or something like the other day. I was like, oh,
But
I was like, oh,
back to the Beatles. Back to the Beatles, real quick.
yeah.
They still been the top motherfuckers for like.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like
That's a
they've been on that,
that's a good
they've
point.
been on that shit for like they dead now. Like,
That's a good point.
Nah, we still got two
Picarni,
homies.
we got Picarni, we got we got Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
But like Paul McCartney is like I be looking at him, bro. Like that fool mad talented, bro. He full talented, man. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
someone I like. That's a cool guy.
That's a
That's
role
a cool
model.
guy.
Oh yeah, musicians. A lot of musicians can like their persona gives off cool guy vibes. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
There it is.
Thank you.
Cool guy.
That's
Figured it out.
Nice.
The
No, for
Beatles,
sure.
cool. Because I listen to
Yeah,
all their music.
they're pretty cool.
I listen to all their
That's
music.
interesting.
Like amazing.
They make some good ass fucking music, bro.
Heber's hating, bro.
Nah, I mean,
He looks like him.
You know what I was just thinking about? I was imagining like them performing back in the
Look at
day,
Paul McCartney.
and you going to the concert. Yeah, I was imagining you at one of their shows back in the day,
Dude,
in black and white.
lit, bro.
And I was seeing it in black and white.
Damn.
Because you know,
That's an insult, bro.
because the
Look at
videos are
this.
like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Heber, you gotta. I
gotta listen to them. I know. That's it. That's it. I
bro.
gotta listen to them. I know I do. And I will.
I just can't.
Do you have like a path?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, because generally for me, if I don't know. Okay.
Okay, listen. There's their deluxe edition, which is like the 2020 mix and the 2021 mix, the 2022.
Well, I'm
Because
gonna
they're
just
like
listen to
50
that.
year, the 50-year anniversary ones. So they're like highly mixed and sound really good on like headphones.
I'm gonna listen to that one.
Because the ones prior, sometimes all of the instruments are on one ear and all the voices are on one ear, and it just sounds like shit, to be honest. So it's like these new mixes are really good, and
Okay,
I mean
close.
sometimes the mixes are, oh my god, it's just
All right, case close.
it's so good, inspiring, bro. It's just crazy. But I spy like they were very innovative. The Beatles.
Oh, yeah. Musically wise, is what you're getting at. I think. Yeah, but well, I guess not to. It's just the fact that I was kind of like just like for me. I guess one of the big reasons this interested me is because it's almost like like this doesn't happen often where an artist blows up, and so it's always so fun to see. You know, like for me at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Lil Nas X blew up.
Yeah, like
Um,
Yeet, for example, you know, it was really cool to see them. But yeah, it's like it's an event, it's a public event, you know. I don't know, like, you know, whatever.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like news. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. But
I mean, I saw her songs, and I know much.
no,
Yeah, I saw the one. I don't know how it sounds like, but I just know I heard much somewhere.
Is that a
you
banger?
know, I
Heber?
actually I heard about it's one of the ones that got her like blowing up essentially. It's like the one that got her like really popping, and then now with the latest feature drop, that one really blew up. You know, I was getting fucking. Have you
That boy,
have you
that
heard
liar.
Chris? Have you heard the song "Boys Liar" Part 2 with Pink Panthers and Ice Spice? Pink Panther. You haven't heard this? Damn. Okay. Well, it's a really good song, but early,
Like she's good. Like she actually sounds.
hmm?
Because I think in my head I'm just thinking she's like just like a fling. You know what I mean?
Fling.
Like nothing that's
Like
gonna
no,
last.
this latest song, her best work yet. Even though it's just a feature, like I was like, oh, this is like,
Like she talented.
yeah, like that's the song that got me hooked.
Bro,
That's the
Yeah,
song that
she's
got
got
me.
a
listen, bro.
nice
That's
voice.
the song that got me hooked. I was like, whoa.
Listen, bro. I think I'm just being an asshole, bro.
Oh, okay, I understand.
I think I'm just like she's just a good looking woman in my head, right?
Oh,
It's like I feel like there's that, but like besides that,
no.
because I haven't given the
Well,
benefit
no,
of the doubt. Like actually,
because when you say that, it's like, yeah, I obviously, just instantly going into like because the music video for that song is like, that's the first song I listened to too, and I was listening to it because I like Pink Panthers, but I was like, oh, this person, she's coming off very attractive, so I'm like, instantly I was like, let me try to see who this person is though, like
yeah,
and so that's kind of like what led me like kind of like learning about them because it's like you can't like know a better person. Yeah, but yeah.
I just been thinking about how big an artist can get by their looks. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like,
interesting. I haven't thought much about the
yeah,
visual
I haven't
aspect.
either, but like this is definitely shit to get by with your looks.
Yeah,
But like,
image.
yeah, um,
Mm.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I think I heard some stuff.
I'll listen to her, bro. Like right now, let me see. Look, somebody, nah.
I want to react. No, I mean,
Hero would be so appalled and love to listen to that right now. Like, yes,
it's okay. But
he's gonna
I was
sing
more
word for
into it a
word.
few weeks ago, probably. But no, but the other thing that is made me want to talk about because talk about Miguel with this is like just like the fact that because this instantly for me like makes me like because it's a situation of an artist blowing up. I'm like, is there innovation happening here? Let me see. Let me and so that's kind of led me to talk with Miguel about kind of like the marketing innovation that I would like to see happening in the scene, or I guess that maybe I do see happening too, because and also I was talking to Miguel about just like explaining, the fact that innovation in marketing happens, and kind of like trying to look for that because I think it's I don't know, it's probably the coolest thing. I don't know, it's just really cool to try to see that. But,
Yeah, it's like in itself, like its own.
Yeah, it's his own thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's its own creative endeavor, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is creative because because there's creative ways to do this stuff. Um, but and so then that kind of led to talking about the transition that's obviously happening, that's been happening in the scene of like more artists going independent route because obviously labels you don't need the labels to just or it's just the fact that there's a lot of downsides to labels, but the labels is a whole nother conversation, but talking about how the fact that most musicians that were making a living off of being a musician back in the day, basically it's because of the label, and that transitioning from more independent artists means that innovation with marketing can actually happen now, because or it can happen to I think a larger degree now, because with the labels, everybody was just sticking to the fucking code. Every label is just sticking, essentially, like at least I feel like the innovation is it's mild with like the industry the because of safety, because of wanting to not wanting to take a chance because this is a company and this company, or whatever. But obviously maybe that's just me like assuming, or what's it called? Not assuming, but really putting like an image on labels that shouldn't be. Maybe there's obviously some good companies out there probably, and definitely nowadays some good label companies probably, because new generation obviously, and and so those actually would be really amazing to look at, probably more, because just because of the fact that just new age, and like kind of good principles probably going on there. So it actually be interesting to see what like new labels, upcoming labels would be like.
I just want to see. What interests me so much is the marketing, because like that's what they're kind of doing, right? The labels and like the
Well, no,
distribution and
that's
shit.
not all. That's not all they do. But
I really don't know what the fuck they do, to be honest. But
they deal with everything that the artist doesn't want to deal with, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, in
All
a
the
sense,
artist
it's
worries
contracted.
about
It's
is the
contracted,
product.
but basically the artist
Yeah.
is contracted to do this thing, and they handle the other aspect. Like a prime example of like fucking.
I
Like they'll set meetings up, they'll set the shows
But
up. You know
they
what I'm saying?
it's like
They'll
having a
take care
manager,
of all
and
that. Yeah.
having, yeah, but and so and so obviously nowadays, being independent, you have to learn so many different facets of creativity with being independent, if you want to like be
Yeah.
if you want to make a living off of it, essentially.
Yeah.
um but you talk about the marketing. I wanted to like I guess re kind of hash like what I talked to Miguel about with like what marketing is, because I mentioned that I'm not sure you have the same view of what marketing is as I do, Chris, or like I'm not sure what your view on marketing is, but the way that I wanted to like stress what it is like is that this is like, all right, it's honestly kind of hard for me to define, but I think I'm heading in the right direction with it. But it's essentially like perception, and like how you want what you leading, like have this, like how you want this to affect people, essentially. That's marketing. How you want something to affect the view, the perception. And that's
Yeah.
and that's at the base level. That's what marketing is, and I think that it's important to be weary of that core, because that core is gonna it's gonna is basically because you can market different things, and then it's like what specifically what you want. It goes based off of what your wants again, and it's a creative endeavor too. So it's kind of like you have to figure out what you want out of that too. There's a finding process with that, I think, too. Is so because, and I mentioned this because, or I mentioned this, or I wanted to talk about it because I heard one time you mentioned about looking at the greats, the greats of marketing, but there's like, not no, to me there's no such thing as the greats. Are like, yeah, sure, there's like people who were successful, but successful is like a personal manner though.
Personal man.
Especially
yeah,
with
and the
marketing.
way I talk about it is, yeah, I did talk about it that way, but the grace I was talking about, it was more of a consuming the greats works rather than, I think I made it more in that way. Maybe I said it in the media, but in marketing, because there are people who do good marketing, like the people who with the
Like
red
objective, there's
shoes.
some objective good things
Oh,
done.
those fucking boots, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, well, okay, yeah,
I mean you saw
with their
like
wants,
like,
yeah, right, okay,
like
but that want is so typically people the typically the main want people put on marketing is reach.
mm,
If that's what you want, most people, if you're going for monetary gain, you're going for reach, and I think that's an important thing to mention, because there's a distinction between what you want your marketing to do. Do you want your marketing to make you money? Not everybody, like, for me, I mean, do you want this to influence in a good way, or and the fact of the matter is, with large institutions and companies, there's often a lot of greed that happens,
Cash grabs.
and not just cash grabs, but the fact that greed occurs, and greed is what will lead to this the marketing being focused on reach, and having that be the focus. Personally, I don't think is the best thing for every product.
Okay, so it's basically kind of like that's very true, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Um, kind of wanting a thing and wanting more of it, and trying to figure out a system how to do it. Like I was thinking, like, okay, well, is it like okay, well, like, what do I want out of my creations?
Oh, okay.
And I feel I would like more people with similar mindsets, or like just not maybe not similar, more like sparking our conversation or some shit, or like sparking something
Mm.
and trying to see like their results from it. Like I just like want to build shit with other people. So it's like trying to target them
Right.
or
So
something like
typically,
yeah.
I feel like the typically like for that focus, it's like an interactive type of marketing, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interactive.
That's definitely good.
Definitely interactive, yeah. It'd be interesting to me. Like how can this thing that I make outlive me in a sense? Like it just keeps living. It just keeps like changing and not changing but more like influencing, and I can see, we can
Mate.
see
Mm.
the effects of one's craft.
Oh, mm. That's interesting. So it's like partly that is because you want to see the effect of the craft.
Ah yeah, I enjoy
Because I was gonna
it's
ask, like,
cool.
do you
Yeah.
want, like, I was gonna ask, do you want every craft to do that? Because you know, I feel like for,
No.
yeah, right, okay,
No.
it's just like that is
No.
a want though. I get you. Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool, but
Okay.
like no.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know about every, yeah,
I've thought about it a lot. Like it's like so I want everything like that. I'm like
because I don't
nah
think that's
because I
sustainable.
feel
Or
it's not stable, and it's like I wanna I would like because I feel that building community is a very strong thing, but it's like maybe the community will help build, or it's like one must find the funds to be able to build the community first. It's like the space for them. So it's like it's not really thought out, but yeah.
Yeah.
But innovation in yeah, in my head it just like kind of because I think about marketing a lot, or like just ways to get my shit out there, and I thought about it a lot. It's just there's so many different manners. It's so cool though. It's really fascinating. 'Cause I think I'm now that I think about it, I like interactive work. I definitely do, and I
that's
really
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I do.
Yeah. Like right now, I'm thinking of like Twitter examples of like interactive posts and, or like community based this kind of stuff though. You know,
Yeah,
like that builds community too. It's,
yeah,
yeah. There's some good examples of
community. Yeah,
that's cool.
community based shit is really cool. There's a lot of cool's been thrown around,
Yeah,
but
I love cool stuff. You know, one thing I just thought
uh,
of just now is I used to draw everybody's like profile picture in like high school,
really,
yeah, yeah,
oh shit, I remember.
yeah. And so it was like that was like very community building. I like,
Yeah,
yeah, like I built like stronger connections with friends and also met new friends through that. Um, but yeah, just something I thought about just now. I was like, that was a few.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I
and
said
I mean,
most.
yeah, you definitely do. I mean, it's not kind of thinking outside the box. It's just like more or less just thinking of
That's where the innovation kicks in, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. To be honest, it's just kind of just doing you. To
No,
be
but you
honest,
know
it's
how
like let me.
you know how you're talking about how like this whole like you know the whole wanting to make a community thing is like linked. It's like interlinked with like this the bigger idea of like the platform app or whatever, and it's like and how you were talking about how you've been like avoiding going at this almost, you know,
Yeah, because
Because once you go at it, it's like, I mean, I don't know, but how I feel about it, it's like I feel like this, because you said this is like this needs to happen almost. I feel, I don't know,
yeah, it's like
or it's like this is like the main
it's like
thing that you want to happen almost.
yeah, I can't avoid it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
just
that's what
like
you said. You can't avoid it, right? I like that.
I
Like,
can't avoid it. It's like everything like like it literally makes me unhappy
right,
not
right.
doing
Because
it,
I feel about
and
that.
I
I feel about
avoid
that
it.
too about certain things. And it's like I can't avoid. It's
I'm like, yeah, it's gonna
so,
fucking happen. It's just like
so like with you
I'm
saying that,
really
I'm like, let's
I'm
start.
really not I'm literally like not even doing it. It's like shit is just molding for
Right,
me
right,
this
right, right.
idea to come out.
Oh, interesting.
Like yeah,
But
it's like
how do you think you would
it,
start?
I think it for me, I just have to start with it has to be a person who does it first. And I
Oh,
feel
okay,
like
right.
for me,
Seeing
it's like
a good example.
I have to set the example.
Oh, right,
So
right, right,
it's
right.
like so it's like because I don't know that yet. Because like I can't. There's like things I like.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, nah.
yeah. You have
Like
to say yes.
I need to do
Yeah,
me.
you have to set the example.
Yeah,
So then I thought. So what I thought with the first step was like kind of like idea building and like laying out like
mm,
and then it's like once you have like different ideas like trying to execute one of these or like you're like finding out the idea that you're gonna execute basically. So right now it's like idea building, but I think the starting point is like what's it called, in writing idea building essentially, outside of you, ideal building that isn't just
yeah.
building in the mind.
It just it's just like
It's a
it's
lot though.
so
It's so
much.
daunting because it's a large
Yeah,
task. It's
it's so like I
this is
don't even want to
enormous.
think about
I
it.
know this is
I don't even want to
enormous.
think
This is
about it.
fucking huge, bro.
Like
I do.
No, I mean
I
like
don't like
man,
I thought about it for like 2 weeks, like prior for me telling y'all, and then I'm like, fuck.
dude.
Like
Oh my god, this guy's a
I gotta.
fuck,
I was like,
dude.
fuck me,
But I mean,
like.
but you telling me that is like making me like, bro, let's fucking start this shit, bro.
But like I
Let's
don't
blow up.
even want to. It's
Why,
crazy.
bro, you
It's
don't,
like
bro? I really fucking want
I
to,
know,
bro.
I know. And it's like I think it's just the massive.
Oh no, but because bro,
It's
bro,
just
even though it's massive, bro, like even though it's massive, bro, incremental steps, just just
yeah. I know. I think because it's like extremely.
like
I can't even imagine its size.
yeah,
But
that's actually
I just
wow.
like it's just something that needs to exist. Like just like it might be like like a new idea, like a new platform, and it might be forgotten. Like maybe it be MySpace and people hop on it for like a year or two, maybe 10, they move on. But either way, I feel like it should exist.
It has its mark in
I
history.
think like time needs to be dedicated to it.
Yeah, because like I see how much it goes
In a
back to
manner
this
where it keeps
fucking.
getting.
It literally goes back to this damn idea, and it really feels like I'm not even in control
Oh,
of it
that's
anymore.
interesting. It
Like
keeps
it's
coming back. Oh
like
fucking
it keeps
shit.
coming.
It's
Like
yeah.
it's like
Fuck.
it yeah. So it's like it seems like the only shit I gotta do, to be
That's
honest.
how I am with like all the videos I'm making. But yeah, it's
I'm
awesome.
like fuck me. Like I see the stuff I have of like content to make, and I distract myself by making that shit. Then I'm like,
Oh no, that's the
this
shit that
shit
I need.
don't matter to me.
That's the
This
shit that
shit don't
mattered to me,
fucking
man.
matter to me.
That's
Like
the shit I
I
need
have
to do
like
so
these
badly.
shit. I have some stuff laying right there, and I made some videos from it. Then I started to add on to the videos. Like I started to write about it to like, and it kind of just talks about like a whole different like what the fuck is this even for? Like it just like this is like pointless to me. Like this is like something that doesn't even matter to me anymore. Yeah, it's like it's a completely like detachment from my work, and is now going to this surrendering of to whatever the fuck is in my head now.
I mean, I feel like based off experience, you know, if you don't start, you're gonna be in torment. I don't know.
That's it.
All right, well, I'll get it started. Type shit.
Nah, bro.
You already did, bruh.
I don't know. I'll be
This
thinking about it
is
though.
the
I'll definitely.
start.
This is a personal one too, and like I don't know. I definitely like this is like I don't know. For me, this is something that has to happen, and like also, but I get but.
I don't even know what the fuck it is. Like,
No,
like
I mean,
like,
I kind of see,
know,
I understand it.
I know what it is, but it's like,
I personally, I think I know the scope of this pretty well, and it's a large scope. It is, yeah.
it's just something that I can see in my
It's
head.
a little
like,
scope.
No, it's not. It's not.
not. I think it's my. I think it's setting the ground, then bringing more people into the foundation of it, and seeing what else they can add to it. Because now it's kind of like pitching the idea to other people, and seeing what else they can add to the shit. But
Everybody who
anyways,
wants to join in, feel free
Well,
to.
I think I
no,
could contribute.
I don't.
No,
I don't.
don't listen to that guy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But I
Like,
think I
'cause,
could
like, people
contribute
can add
in a
shit.
massive manner.
Okay, bro.
I would just let you know right now, like please
Like that,
let me
bro.
work with you on this. I contribute.
But we can talk about astrology instead. You know, let's get into natal charts. And
Back to segment number 2, looking at us.
Just keep
It's like, what if we did that? What if we like, okay, we talked about the first thing, the second thing, and the third thing, and then we take it back to the second. Like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah.
you gotta start running from God, bro.
Haha, that's funny. Some people believe like astrology is like demonic. Like,
Really?
to believe in.
I guess you could get into any belief, you know. With that being said, you know, because
Sounds like you believe the episode should end,
like
huh?
that.
Looking at us.
have
The
you?
thing that stood out to me the fucking most was just you telling me that, bro. Don't run away from God. Because it's not even me doing this now,
Oh,
bro.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, because that's how I've been viewing. That's how I've been viewing life lately with that fucking bullshit you told me, man. I be thinking about God lately, bro. I be talking about God genuinely nowadays, man. That shit real.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, that shit's tight.
That shit
Yeah,
real.
he's cool. God is good, man.
Why wouldn't I don't even
God
put
is
that kind of
good.
persona on that
Well, look,
motherfucker. But like, goddamn, I just think of it as like you wouldn't get it.
Y'all want to see something that God allowed me to do? That I could put my beard in my mouth.
Watch.
Oh shit! Well, all right. It's like
guys.
that being said,
You're looking dumb as fuck. Anyways, I'm tired as fuck. I'm ending it, guys.
let's go play pool, bro. What you talking about?
Make sure you guys leave a like on the video, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.